I oppose the motion. Thank you.
Senator for Nandi, the Honorable Cherargei.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. It is good that we are discussing serious issues. Mr. Speaker, one of the biggest agenda of President William Ruto was on fixing the mess in farming through guarantee minimum returns, coffee and tea sector. Mr. Speaker, the President continued to perform exceptionally very well in fulfilling the agenda. Even today, Mr. Speaker, a few hours ago, I want to congratulate His Excellency the President because he continues to prove wrong the naysayers by launching 1,010 affordable Mukuru estate affordable housing program. The unfortunate part is the Senator of Nairobi did not turn up, but the entire leadership of Nairobi was there
Senator
to prove.
Senator for Nandi.
I'm just tying up with...
Confine your contributions to the matter
coffee
at hand.
Mr. Speaker, as
you know our standing orders on
well
the issue of relevance. I don't want to rule you out of order. Yes. Please proceed with your
Mr. Speaker,
with your contribution on
yes,
the subject.
I'm coming there, Mr. Speaker. I'm bringing it home.
You're already there. Can you proceed?
Yes. Mr. Speaker, thank you, because I wanted to show the nation that the President continues to fulfill his agenda. One of the agendas, apart from affordable housing, is the issue of guarantee minimum returns, the coffee sector reforms, the tea sector reforms, Mr. Speaker. And we continue to prove our naysayers wrong. Even in the dairy sector, Mr. Speaker, it is a fulfillment that will not go unnoticed, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, you should rein on Senator Eddy shouting, and yet he's the chairman of Roads and Transport and Housing, and I didn't see him there. Mr. Speaker, the point I wanted to make, Mr. Speaker, is on the issue, Nandi, Mr. Speaker. And I want to correct a total misnomer that has been advanced by the senior counsel that Nandi does not grow coffee. We grow coffee, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, he was in Wazingishu. You know, it is sad. Because it is judicially noticed from a senior counsel, who is one among the three, to be aware that he was in Wazingishu County. He was not in Nandi County. Would it be in order that the clerk's office guides the good senior counsel on how counties are? Because when you are in Eldoret, you are in Wazingishu. He was not in Nandi. So I want to correct that record, Mr. Speaker. Nandi, Mr. Speaker, where we border Kericho, we plant coffee in Tindret, over 80%. We plant coffee in Nandi Hills. We plant coffee in Masop, in Chesume, up to Wazingishu, where he was, Mr. Speaker. And I was disappointed when 10 billion Kenya shillings came from Coffee Cherry Fund through World Bank. In the last session, the Speaker, the current Speaker of the National Assembly, moved this house. Because at that time, the people from Murima only benefited from the World Bank Coffee Cherry Fund, Mr. Speaker. And I hope CS Mutai Kagwe will correct this travesty of justice against the farmers in Nandi, against the farmers across the nation, Mr. Speaker. So I want to appeal, because Nandi, we are the biggest. In fact, as we talk, a number of cooperative societies from Kipshele Cooperative Society, Mr. Speaker, Kabunyaria Cooperative Society, Coffee, and many others across Nandi County, Mr. Speaker, have yet to give the startup. And I have challenged the expert, Mr. Speaker, the Cabinet Secretary in charge of cooperatives, Honorable Governor Wycliffe Ambetsa Oparanya, to bring a special package to jumpstart most of our coffee cooperative society who struggle, Mr. Speaker. And therefore, under guarantee minimum returns, Mr. Speaker, that the President, that the covenant that he had with Kenyans, Mr. Speaker, we must relook and ensure that farmers get value, Mr. Speaker. And it is said that the average farm age of any farmer in this country is 50 years. We want to encourage the Gen Zs and the millennials, Mr. Speaker, to be part of bringing agro business in terms of running of our farms, Mr. Speaker. And I'm happy, Mr. Speaker, there is a wake-up call of ensuring that coffee, Mr. Speaker, is being grown. I agree, Mr. Speaker, it doesn't explain. I saw the Commissioner of Parliamentary Service Commission. I want to inform him that even as we sit in our restaurant here in Parliament, they charge us 350 shillings for coffee. I don't know, espresso or cappuccino or whichever the name, but it's coffee, house coffee, I don't know, chicken coffee or something like that. They serve as coffee. There is no cappuccino. It is called house coffee. 350 shillings, Mr. Speaker. You can imagine the frustration of first-time members of parliament who are still putting their financial in order. So it is unwavered, Mr. Speaker. So, Mr. Speaker, Mr. Speaker, it is unfair that you are charging 350 shillings coffee here. Across House of Chava is 450 shillings. Yet it is being financed by our budget from Parliament, Mr. Speaker. Even if we want to promote when you work in US, this is around $3, Mr. Speaker. So it is very unfortunate that the value that ordinary farmer, Mr. Speaker, I want to say this because I'm a farmer and I represent farmers, Mr. Speaker. I feel so pain that our farmers wake up very early in the morning to go, but the biggest beneficiaries are middlemen and brokers in this country. Mr. Speaker, you saw even there is a calculated discrimination of farmers in this country. You remember we brought a statement that 34 billion worth of tea from Western Kenya had not been sold, Mr. Speaker. What offense are Western Kenya farmers committed? We are struggling with sugar crisis leasing at the moment. We are struggling, Mr. Speaker. So it is very unfortunate that 34 billion Kenya shillings were not being sold, Mr. Speaker. When you look at tea bonuses, Mr. Speaker, because tea, coffee, dairy sector, sugarcane, Mr. Speaker, are correlated. We are being paid in Nandi up to 17 shillings. Yet when you go to some parts of this country, they are being paid up to 58 shillings. Mr. Speaker, it is not fair. We must take a deliberate, even as we took coffee sector reforms. And I want to challenge the chairperson of agriculture. I have never seen them participate in coffee caucus sector reforms. I saw only the member of parliament of Nyeri Town called Duncan Matenge, who is the chair of Coffee Parliamentary Caucus. I have not seen Senate becoming proactive. I know the vice chair, the good professor, Dr. Mundigi, the deputy party leader of DP. I have not seen their input in the coffee caucus of parliamentary, Mr. Speaker. We need to caucus, even in the tea sector, Mr. Speaker, so that we can see value. Mr. Speaker, in terms of conversation, there are better conversations we can do outside this room that will be beneficial, Mr. Speaker. Let me make a few very critical points, and then I cede the floor. Mr. Speaker, on the issue of the buyer, I don't agree. There was no need to define these things, so this one should be deleted, even the coffee grower. So how will you know? If you are leasing a farm and then you grow, so what? Mr. Speaker, this one should go home, should be deleted, Mr. Speaker. Even, Mr. Speaker, on the issue, another factor is the danger of coffee theft, especially in Mount Kenya region. Mr. Speaker, I'm proposing, the unfortunate part is the incompetence in that ministry, but let me propose. Mr. Speaker, the Ministry of Interior should form what we call anti-coffee protection unit to protect our farmers. Yes, to protect our farmers the way we have done for anti-stock theft unit. Let us also form anti-coffee police unit to protect our coffee, Mr. Speaker. You have seen deaths even in Nyamira, in Muranga, in Mumeru, Mr. Speaker, where your deputy speaker comes from. Coffee is a matter of life and death. The Ministry of Interior must form anti-coffee police unit, Mr. Speaker, at least so that our farmers can feel safe. And I think also the Ministry of Interior must give powers to the Inspector General of Police, which of course is independent, to have a circular where the armed police officers are providing 24-hour surveillance and security in our coffee factories across the country. Mr. Speaker, this is because you remember the story of Chepkube during the Kenyatta era, Kenyatta 1, Mr. Speaker. And I know the youth leader Oburu Odinga is a custodian of history of this country. Mr. Speaker, coffee has been treated like a gold. People are dying because of coffee, Mr. Speaker. So we need issues of protective mechanisms, Mr. Speaker, so that our farmers and the farmers' produce can feel safe, because when we hear cases of death, attack, Mr. Speaker, the anti-coffee police unit should be formed the way anti-stock theft unit has been formed, and the terrorism police unit have been formed, diplomatic police unit. In fact, I think at some point, Mr. Speaker, when some of us were being removed bodyguards, Mr. Speaker, in the last session, because we had a different view with the regime that was there, we lost our bodyguards, Mr. Speaker. We had even thought that we need to form parliamentary police unit so that they are not subject to few people within powers who can withdraw bodyguards of VIP protection, Mr. Speaker. So based on parliamentary, in fact, we suggested. So it is not something that I'm bringing it, Mr. Speaker.
What is the point of order, Senator for Meru?
Honorable Speaker, I wanted my good friend, Senator Cherargei, you know, he's terming anti-coffee police unit, anti-coffee, anti-coffee. So is it anti-coffee or pro-coffee police unit? Because it is now really, I'm not getting it right, and also maybe we might mislead Kenyans who are really watching us. Because, you know, the subject matter is very, very emotive. And I'm happy with what you have really canvassed and all the members. I was following up this matter throughout this afternoon. But can you really recollect it's not anti-coffee? Yes. Because you are saying police officers shouldn't be against the coffee. Okay, thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Thank you, Deputy Speaker and Senator Katuri Murungi, for that correction. I meant that there should be a specific unit to protect our coffee factories and where coffee is being stored. So that is what actually I meant, to prevent the theft. A police unit should be formed to prevent the theft of coffee in this country. And more so, the Ministry of Interior can start with coffee factories for now, and where coffee is being given, Mr. Speaker. And therefore, I agree that should be the least we can. And the principle, Mr. Speaker, so that I qualify my argument, is that it is not, we are not talking about the issue of giving police to prevent theft of coffee. Even I'm talking about livestock, Mr. Speaker, even diplomats. So it is not, so Kenyans, when Kenyans will listen, we are not saying Ministry of Interior should get extra budget. It is just reallocation and creating a department or a police unit that will specifically deal against coffee theft in this. And we have formed many units, Mr. Speaker. Number 3, Mr. Speaker, is on taxation, Mr. Speaker. The reading of Article 210 on imposition of taxes and the reading of Article 209, Mr. Speaker. We need to be very careful. Taxation is killing our people, Mr. Speaker. You remember the dissent that we had last year of the young people over the finance bill in this country was because of taxation. Mr. Speaker, this issue of increasing levies, Mr. Speaker, whenever you walk to a coffee or a hustler kiosk here in Ngara, Mr. Speaker, when you look at the wall, it has become mosaic because of so many taxations that Kenyans are paying. We need to stop this culture that we can grow the country through overtaxing Kenyans, Mr. Speaker. We need to overgrow that. You go, somebody is paying public health, they are paying county government, they are paying music copyright society, Mr. Speaker. When you look at the number of taxes that Kenyans pay, even at the smallest level, Mr. Speaker, we should do away with this taxation. And this culture of double taxation is killing the business in our counties. Because if you are buying machine-cut stones in Thika, before you enter Nakuru, they want you to pay cess. Before you enter Wasingishu, they want to pay you cess. Before you enter Nandi, they want to pay you cess. Mr. Speaker, we are killing the spirit of business by encouraging double taxation. And therefore, this country will not, Mr. Speaker, will not grow because of double taxation. And therefore, I want to encourage this issue of levies must stop. Because the reading of Article 209 and 210, in as much as, Mr. Speaker, that we need to arrogate powers to Parliament. Parliament must be self to alive to economic realities. If farmers continue, or people who deal with coffee, Mr. Speaker, you know what happens? The people who do coffee business, they don't care. They will just arrogate those taxes to the farmer. And tell the farmer we would have paid 250 shillings per kilo, but because taxation is high, we will just pay you 200 shillings because we have to pay that taxation. So I want to say there was lack of wisdom in introduction of this taxation part, Mr. Speaker, because Kenyans are tired with taxes. We only grow this country by creating an enabling environment, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, on point number 4 is on the issue of SRC, Mr. Speaker. We are overstretching the mandate of Salaries and Remuneration Commission. The business of SRC that was envisaged by the Constitution was very clear, to advise. Mr. Speaker, you know our cooperative societies in our villages, some of them run on losses. Some of them are being run by charity, where directors or people who run coffee societies are supporting as part of giving back to the community. If SRC today says people who run coffee societies should be paid 25,000, Some of the coffee societies I know in Nandi County do not have that capacity. And why are we overstretching the mandate of SRC? SRC has never accounted for anything that they do. You remember, Mr. Speaker, they did frustrate members of County Assembly, MCAs. I have never seen it. When it started in 2013, Mr. Speaker, the money that was being won was more than 150. Now they have cut it down to 80. We are giving SRC powers that do not have. We should not allow SRC, Mr. Speaker, to do anything, because they are the ones that their work is to advise based on the economy performance. So when you introduce SRC, Mr. Speaker, on the role that we are having, Mr. Speaker, is very unfair. Farmers, let allow coffee, the issue of SRC, Mr. Speaker, let them allow the coffees to be run by the board's managements that we have, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, another factor, Mr. Speaker, this one is on SRC Board of Directors, shall be paid as SRC Commission shall determine. Mr. Speaker, let us allow coffee is on its dead need. Let us allow the coffee to regulate itself and agree, because I don't know why members of National Assembly will want to introduce this issue of SRC in this. SRC, their work is to advise. They are not to, and you know we have had run-ins, both at the legislative, and they have overstretched their mandate, Mr. Speaker. In fact, I'm bringing an amendment, Mr. Speaker, that we should make SRC part-time, because I think they are too idle in their offices. Until nowadays, they have realized the bogeymen or bogey women is to just review salaries of politicians in this country. We must make them, they only meet 4 times a year, and we can make part-time, because they are changing vehicles, the salaries they give themselves, because no one, who will watch the watcher, Mr. Speaker? Who will watch the watcher? No one will watch. And you know, they say when your goat gets lost, the smell of the stew in your neighbors, you become suspicious over it. So, Mr. Speaker, the watcher must be watched, Mr. Speaker, going into the future. Mr. Speaker, let us support these farmers. I want to say I reject in capital letters this motion, Mr. Speaker. Let's go to the mediation for the benefit of a coffee farmer in Kabirer, somewhere in Tindred, Mr. Speaker. Let us stand up for a coffee farmer in Kamunge, in Masab Sub-County, in Nandi County, Mr. Speaker. Let us go for this, Mr. Speaker, for a farmer somewhere in Wazingishu, Mr. Speaker, for a farmer in Kipkelion, for a farmer in Muranga, Mr. Speaker, for a farmer in Antiba Iju, in Meru, Mr. Speaker, for the benefit of this nation. We must reject this motion until and unless, Mr. Speaker, we agree, or now we can. Mr. Speaker, I am offering, and it's good the majority leader is here. I hope I will not miss in the mediation committee, because I need to educate some members of National Assembly on how coffee issues should be handled in this issue, Mr. Speaker. With those very many remarks, I totally reject this motion with everything that I have. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Now, Honourable Senators, before I call the mover to respond, I have the following communication to make. I'd like to acknowledge the presence in the public gallery this afternoon of visiting teachers and pupils from Chania Primary School in Nyeri County. The delegation comprises 6 teachers and 40 pupils who are in the Senate for a one-day academic exposition. We also have visiting teachers and pupils from Huhoini Comprehensive School. The delegation comprises 6 teachers and 51 pupils. This school is also from Nyeri County and is on a one-day academic exposition at the